Greetings, Mr. Harry and friends. I'm Kennedy, and today we're gonna discuss about my research paper, which is Economic Growth: A Retrospective on Institutions versus Geography. Made this title because it is it is made as a retrospective to institution versus the variable of geography. And the second reason is this paper aims to contribute to the empirics of economic growth, and it does not support both institution and geography as an additional variable to economic growth. The first variable, which is shown here, is institution, which a study conducted by Chandan Sharma and Arup Mitra. And this is the second one about uh, corruption, which is by Andrei Chislik and Lukas Kozik. For the variable of geography by Jeffrey Sachs and John Luke Gallup. And lastly, about geography by Rafael Gonzalez. It's about natural resources. The main reference of our research paper, which is MRW's paper about the solo model. We obtain data x1 till x4 from World Development Indicators and the Pan-World Table, and the x5 data, which is institution, in my case, is control of corruption, I gained from World Governance Index. The following are my econometrics model. And here are my results for this world sample. As we can see over here, like usual, the initial GDP and labor depreciation is negative significant to the economic growth. And the new variables, which is average control of corruption and distance to equator, in the world sample, the average control of corruption is negative insignificant to the economic growth, and the distance to equator is positive insignificant to the economic growth.
Okay, so in the beta standardized test for the world sample, it shows that distance to equator shows stronger influence to the economic growth than the control of corruption because the
For Asia, is more or less the same as the world sample. It supports it is still the same. They both are the additional variables are still insignificant, but the difference here are the control of corruption is now positive and the distance to equator is now negative.
and this is for the Asia sample. It shows that again the distance to equator variable shows stronger influence to economic growth than control of corruption as seen here.
And here's for Africa. And for Africa, it's more or less similar to the world sample, but the key difference here is both the x5 and the x6 is now negative, but both are still insignificant.
The beta test for Africa sample shows different results than the other two, which shows that the control of corruption has stronger influence on economic growth than distance to equator here.
So this is for the rest of the world. It's more or less the same as the other samples, as the world sample. And the x5 is negative insignificant once again, and the x6, which is the geography sample, is positive positive significant. That's the key difference here. And the rest of world sample, the geography variable is significant here.
And here are the results for the beta test of the rest of world sample. Again, shows that distance to equator shows stronger influence than control of corruption.
So in conclusion,
The discoveries from the paper indicate that neither institutions nor geography have a significant impact on economic growth. In the previous study, it is proven that a lot of different opinions vary. However, this does not rule out the possibility that growth can be influenced by variables other than institutions and geography. But our findings shows that both are no longer relevant using recent data. Thank you for your attention, and here are my references and appendix.